Damn it, Clive. Wake up.
That.
Sorry to wake you, but I think it may be time to leave. This place.
And once again, 'tis my creation stray from the path laid before it. Steeped in conceit, you fancy yourself a god. You embrace Logos. But we will put an end to this hubris.
What are you talking about?
In the halls of origin, does our true power quicken. And there shall you be made complete. Soon, Mythos, soon you will discover how little you know of suffering. And so the crystals are no more. Yet in their silence, a new song rings. Its chorus building, a crescendo as it enters its final movement, stirring those long aslumber to waking. And back to their origin.
Bloody crystal's cracked. So where the hell are they? Oh, fuck me.
Is that ether?
What in good Grieger's name is going on?
This is wrong.
Are we back?
Clive! Joshua!
Jill! Is everyone all right?
We're fine. What happened?
Too much to explain here. Mate! We're leaving! Now! Everyone, fall back to the ship!
I will be with you anon.
Thank you. everyone would have. Drake's spine. And I'm going to need Otto's help.
Trouble with your gear, or... So, what'll it be? And?
There's something about it. I feel like it's...
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back, son. All done?
Still alive, son?
Is this everyone? As I'm sure you've all guessed, the crystal which now commands the eastern skies was summoned by Ultima. He called it Origin. Though the significance of that name is as yet unclear.
What does it matter what it's called? Its emergence tore Twinside asunder and wiped my homeland from the map.
Mention of the Dominion spires can be found in the oldest of Valisthian records. But to the best of my knowledge, none provide any hint as to their true nature. That they would prove the horns of some slumbering demon. Well...
The Dominion's demise was at least quick. Elsewhere, the Republican army cannot hope to contain the chaos engulfing Randalar. Canberra is in flames, and the Empire...
Our allies are crying out for answers. I've sent the Cursebreakers to give them what assurances we can, but right now that amounts to fuck all.
They wouldn't be able to stop what the skies have started in any case. People here and across the realm grow sicker with every passing day.
Could it be that this new Mother Crystal is like the others? That it draws upon the land's ether? It certainly looked that way from stone here.
If that were true, it would explain the hastening spread of the Blight since the crystal's appearance. Would it not?
And as the land's ether slowly rises to the surface, it pools, corrupting all who cannot channel its energies. Archay above, ether floods below, and in the middle, here we languish, hopelessly entrapped.
It's all right. When we faced him at Stone here, Ultima told us his true power quickens in the halls of Origin. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to continue. If we are to stop him, we will have to find a way into the crystal.
How are we gonna manage that then? It's up in the sky. And fast as she is, the Enterprise can't fly.
It's a lot to take in, and I reckon we'd all benefit from some time to clear our heads. The answer will come to us. Don't you worry. Ain't that right, Clive?
Right. That's right.
Well, go on then. Bugger off. Same goes for you, Clive. You won't solve anything like this. Trust me. Go and get some fresh air, eh?
Thank you. Joshua seemed upset. Ultima may have created us, but he doesn't make us who we are. Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us? A withered, godless place, where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well, that may be. But a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it, it won't be easy. It may take generations, centuries of suffering. And that is if everyone plays their part. But it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
But first, we have to reach that crystal.
Then it's a good thing I have wings.
You can barely stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies. Are you certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix. I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember?
All right. I yield. But only what you must, yes? I'm still your sworn shield.
That you are.
And what of my wings? Lest you forget, you go to stand against a god. I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins. Ifrit, your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
It is. But their icons no longer submitted to their will.
Then mine will have to be stronger. That you both might save your strength for the battle to come.
You don't have to do this.
If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
And what have I but regret? My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima. He has much to answer for.
We are in your debt, Dion.
We can speak of debts when this is over.
He speaks like a man who knows he's not coming back. And has come to terms with that.
That doesn't mean that we have to, does it, Clive?
Time to talk to Jill. I only hope she understands.
come to wish on a star.
That might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill. You know what I have to do. Why I have to do it. There's no turning back now. This is where our journey was leading us. Where it will...
I could pray to Metia for you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You always are.
I did promise we'd watch the moon together.
I'll be waiting.
It's almost time. Better make sure I haven't forgotten anything.
Clive, my boy! Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved, but such are the times we live in, huh?
I would have done the same for anyone else.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
From what little I saw, you were right to be worried.
I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control. Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound to lose their way. We must move quickly.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many. But in my estimation, there are two key areas to be addressed before any other. The realm's armies and her larders. As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman certain, and he but the armies. But
I thought
he had, and have I did.
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
That's the spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Of course.
Excellent.
No. Thank you, Clive.
Ah, Clive.
Joshua, what's wrong? And don't say nothing.
It's... not. I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found
His will? How?
In the crypt, beneath Rosalith Castle, after Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying, and in the process of doing so, they...
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience.
Of course, I want to...
Sid.
By all means.
It's my old master. Seems there's no escaping her. And something else. Records from a
We'll be needing the Enterprise.
Does that...
One can never...
No.
Northreach. I don't suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer.
What do you think happened?
Sid!
No.
Well, then...
But...
Why don't...
I will not let them be forgotten.
No,
But the...
You were a good for the two. I'll go to bed. I won't let you...
I don't know.
You can stop. All right. Ned. You what? But
It's not the phone. Well, you've
If-
no.
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old Hill. See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
Has Mitterdol mentioned a new project yet?
Not exactly.
All right.
If it, but okay. It's well. After what happened here, it's a miracle there was any left at all. should be enough.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side?
For sharing
Here to help. You would. If it's the children. I refuse to let them share in my disgrace, and if I leave them here, they surely will. Our friendship would see them ostracized forever. But I can't take. I can think of only one place where they are certain to be safe.
Of course.
Thank you, Clive. I will not forget this.
Lubor, are you still...
What is it, Ferda?
There's been a flood in the Velcroy. At the...
Ferda, gather the men. Well,
yes.
Clive, change of... The children stay with me for now. I need you to find Conrad and Natalie. Tell them to prepare for it under...
What's in a cache?
To listen to me. They're coming. You need to...
Why do they always have to make such a...
What? You... Some twisted attempt. If what? Look, if that not...
You're making...
Come, Clive. If our words will not move them, then we must find another way to help save the town.
You're right. Let's speak to Lord Ferda.
One of us, and you're lying now.
I think we'd better shut up.
What's Lubor raving about now?
Sir. Oh, they've... Which... But you... Victor?
You have to believe me! The Akashic are coming! They don't eat, they don't sleep, they don't tire, and they don't care who they kill. They're unlike anything that's come before. There won't be no parley, no mercy granted!
You'd like that, wouldn't you, bearer?
Yeah, with us out of the way, your kind will be free to claim Dalamil for yourselves.
You should run!
Run, bearer!
Yeah, run! Far, far away!
Run!
Just go!
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes!
Go. Come on, then.
Go on, go!
Just go.
Lubor, wait. Someone's coming.
Stop! You're hurting him! What did Lubor ever do to you? He solves all your stupid problems, and he keeps all of you safe. You know there's nothing he wouldn't do for this town. Who was it who made that cleaver you use every day, Conrad? And what about your counting table, Natalie? Who fixed that? Whose men make sure the streets are clean so all your boots don't get dirty? Who spends all day every day making sure things run smoothly round here? And none of you ever say thank you. Ever. But did Lubor ever complain? Well, does he ever stop smiling? He keeps this whole place going. And you act like it doesn't even exist!
Lubor, we've heard enough.
Wait!
We will not run. The town guard will not abandon the very place it is sworn to protect.
And I will not give up for lost the stores that we labored so hard to fill. So tell us, how do you propose we deal with these Akashic of yours? We won't run, but we will fight.
All right, then.
Fine. Gather round if you don't want to die.
Allow me to explain the situation. The ether...
Looks like everyone's ready. I'd better not keep them waiting.
That will keep some of them out.
Any man sighting an Akashic is to raise the alarm in here.
Dalamil will be safe with us. You have my word.
Come on.
Fly, Ambrosia.
There it is. The flood.
But what's waiting for us inside? We can't leave a single one alive. The others fared.
All the Akashic we were able to find have been dealt with. See,
Clive!
It's done. Root and branch.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
We do. But that is not a stain. It is a stain.
Firstly, that if you will accept that if the mistreatment of bearers must end, any bearer within our walls shall be afforded the same rights as they will not be judged by what they are.
As we failed to do.
We agree to your conditions. And we have...
Well then, it seems my mayorship is all but confirmed. Do I get some sort of special hat? How fickle. Not so long ago, I had resigned myself to leaving Dalamil in disgrace. And now, I'm here.
Lubo.
Fear not. You are, of course, relieved of your... I would sooner face another horde of Akashic than see them brought up as outlaws. I'll make sure they're safe.
I don't doubt that you will. And not just the children.
I'll do my best. Can't have all your hard work go...
Your Grace, my lord.
Cyril.
Yes. If you would do us the honor, my lord.
An inheritance.
It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive shortly before his passing.
The day before we left for Phoenix Gate.
What are these plans he spoke of?
His plans for the duchy, Your Grace. Your father entrusted them to my predecessor, the former bearer of the Burning Quill, who entrusted them in turn to me. The complete emancipation of bearers is their stated aim. But your father's dream did not end there. His Grace also spoke of building, with the blight spreading ever more widely across the twins. Archduke Elwyn saw this as the only means.
He wished to see men and bearers treated as equals. It's small wonder he did not think it achievable within his lifetime.
But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Had he not, nor would he have entrusted his vision to those who would have stood with you, shielded you from the machinations of...
It's a pity only they are still with us.
But one at least remains. and she has come bearing gifts.
What do you mean?
Mayhap it is better that she explain, my lord. After all, the duties entrusted to me by my
And where is this woman?
She awaits you in the archive, your grace.
Thank you, Cyril. Shall we then?
Lord Marquis,
what?
One of our...
Was...
But if you go...
If this new faith really is an offshoot of the Circle of Malleus, then...
Let's concentrate on finding the third chair first, shall we?
My lord. I am Goditha, retainer of House Rosfield, loyal servant to the Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted me with the delivery of a gift. I only hope you can forgive my tardiness in bringing it to you.
Lift up your head, Lady Goditha. You have our gratitude for your service to our house and to our father.
I merely did my duty, as any proud Rosarian would.
My lady, perhaps you could explain what exactly is the gift?
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children of House...
Indeed it has.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Matching arm, alas. He did not live. He had intended to claim the Heartstone, but it was not to be.
I see.
It saddens me to bring them before you, as they are. It was your father's wish that you be presented with the finished articles. Not these, but with his grace long since gone. And the stone left unclaimed. You are grown men now. And his house is yours. And while I would not presume to insist upon your claim, I know that nothing...
Thank you, Lady Goditha.
What say you, Clive?
What else? Of course, my lady.
Oh, I am much obliged.
Do you know where we might find this hop?
I do. It is found in the bellies of elder griffins, you see. We do at least know where to find one. A certain specimen has made its nest in Titan's Wake, not far from here.
A certain specimen?
You are most perceptive. In fact, we're...
What? Titan's Wake is to the south of here.
Tortoise Togo. Where would you hide? Looks like we found him.